when you're fat, that means you've eaten food, right? You're full, you're satisfied. In your mind, there's nothing more you need to work for. There's nothing you need to grind for. You got it. When you're eating 3 meals a day, do you get a lot of shit done? Me personally, no. I get more shit done when I do OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. But this is not nutrition advice. I'm just saying, when you don't utilize your primal urges, you're missing out on a lot. When I wake up for Muay Thai in the morning, I don't eat anything before. I don't do banana, no pudding, no chia seed pudding, no anything. That's what I used to do, right? Because growing up, my dad instilled into me 3 meals a day. Like, he'd be at a crack of dawn, like, on my door, get up, it's breakfast time. And I had to shove shit down even though I wasn't feeling it. And I go to school full, feeling like life's looking great. Or when I go to eat with my friends, and we get a big pot, hot pot, dip all like the food in, life's good. I'm like, I go home, I'm like, shit, I feel like I could study for my exams. I'm so satisfied. I feel like I have all this energy to do all the shit I have to do. But you see the difference here? You feel like you have the energy to do it. You feel like you can conquer the world after you've eaten because you feel satisfied. But how many times out of the times that you feel like you could, do you actually do it? I can count on one hand the amount of times after I've eaten a nice big buffet meal, how motivated I was, and I don't have enough fingers to count the amount of times I took a big fat nap, woke up the next day sluggish, and didn't do anything. When you don't eat, you're forced to go into like primal mode. You're able to confuse yourself into thinking that the thing you want to do next, you need that for survival. You confuse yourself that, you know, if I don't do martial arts practice in the morning, if I don't do my Muay Thai practice in the morning, I'm not getting food. I confuse that with hunting a deer in my primal chimp brain. The same way, when you get like a full night of sleep, you just don't feel that motivated. Like, I'll be so real, I be on my shit when I sleep like 5 hours. And this is because like your body is conserving what it needs to get the shit it needs to do done. It doesn't have all this extra energy to be present in all this bullshit that's going on these days. Your body will tell you everything you need to know. Like, when I'm at home, I don't like my home environment at all. I will say that. I went nocturnal. I wouldn't sleep at all at night and sleep through the entire day. You know what that's my body telling me? It doesn't want to be present for the day. That's not your mind keeping you up. That's your body doing it. I don't believe the mind is weak. The body is weak, but the mind is strong. I say your mind and body are so interconnected. You can utilize your body to your advantage. All right? You don't always have to like be in a reactive state to it. Like, if you're sick and then you feel sickness, it doesn't have to be like that. You can induce it. You can starve yourself a little bit to get shit done. You can like hold your pee in a little longer to like fucking do whatever you need to do. Now, this is not concrete advice. I'm just saying, there's so much you know about yourself. You've been in your body for how many years you've been on this earth. You know how to work it. You know how you need to get into the mindset, the mind frame to get shit done. If you need to starve yourself a little bit so you can get that primal instinct mode activated and think, shit, if I don't do my homework, if I don't study for this exam, I'm not getting my next meal. Like, you'll be a fucking beast. I will tell you, your body is so much stronger than you know. I'll say the body is strong, the mind is weak. So if you want to induce change, induce a scarcity mindset. Induce one. Think if you don't get this shit done, you're fucked. Like, you're literally gonna die. You're gonna go like survival mode. But I take my own advice. Now that I got the bulk of my video done, I made food and we're eating now. But me personally, I needed to starve a little bit so I could get my thoughts going. Because when you're starving, your mind is still in the survival mode and thinking of every single possible solution of how to get out of it. Your mind goes on overdrive. So use that to your advantage. Use that what you will. And another way, if you're in like a shitty environment, you can get through that by just sleeping less. You know, the mind is weak. The mind is weak. People say shit and it will get to you until you've reached this level of transcendence, until you've like really beyond the part of where what your parents say doesn't affect you anymore, which I think is the ultimate like flex. You can just sleep less. You can induce like a sleep mode on yourself or a D&D mode. Like when your parents talk to you face to face, it's like going straight to voicemail. You're like, right? This is how you survive situations like these. Because the mind is weak, the body is strong. You make your body tired, it will override the mind. It'll make you overthink less. If you like don't like your reality, but the key thing to keep in mind is that you're working on it, right? This is not you not liking reality and just avoiding it altogether. Please do not do that, okay? You know, that's not productive. But if you're working on it, right, and for the moment you don't like it, you can just not sleep and then be less present. Because when you've had a full night to sleep, your mind is energy. And if your mind isn't healthy, if your mind is sick, then it will just overthink. If you know yourself. If your mind is unhealthy, you're going to overthink. So just sleep a little less and maybe you can get shit done. And the same with the saying of nothing changes if nothing changes. This doesn't only apply to self-improvement, improving yourself, doing what you want to do. Think about it. It's change. What does change means? Something different. Just do something different. This is not encouraging you to go out, do shrooms or something, or like ayahuasca, whatever that is. This is not me telling you go out and go like fucking like try everything. I'm just saying, if nothing is changing in your mind and you want yourself to like all of a sudden be motivated, how's that gonna work? How is your mind that's been unmotivated this whole time going to convince your mind that you need to be motivated now? You might as well just change something to your body and hope it affect your mind somehow. This is a last resort, of course. If you already tried altering the way you think it's not working, just start tweaking shit, like moving the levels in your life. It doesn't even have to be like always like positive.